And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. Isaiah 2 verse 2. Welcome to the audio ministry of Mountaintop Prayer Global Assembly with Evangelist IG Newman, a man anointed of God to put an end to satanic activities via his global prayer outreach. God bless you as you listen and pray.
I just want us to quickly do this. I want you to know we are on a spiritual exercise. How many of you are aware that you're on a spiritual exercise? I want you to know that we are on fasting and prayer for 32 days. This fasting and prayer will not end until they mark your case good. If I talk to you, your amen respond to me. Oh no! If you will follow this program diligently with your whole heart, wait for the result at the end. Amen. God will embarrass you with his blessings. Amen. I want us to look at the fasting and prayer. I just want to talk to us about the benefits, or what are the importance of this fasting and prayers. And before you talk about fasting, what is fasting? Fasting is abstain from food, abstain from pleasures in order to gain control over your flesh. Refusing to eat, refusing to drink in order to gain attention of heaven, and at the same time to gain control of your flesh and obtain supernatural attraction. It's not just only as Christians, Satan and their agents also do what? Fast. In several kingdom, people have laid in the graveyard for 21 days, sleeping on the grave to acquire spiritual strength and stamina, to acquire divine powers. When we were in the school, there was this club we had in the school, we called them the fan club. One of the guys that was with us, the president of the fan club in the school at that time, was one kind deadly spiritual guy. Anytime we pay money for the fan club, this guy gathers this money. And anytime our school is going for any competition, people leave and the boy will go into the bush. He will spray mat and be playing the game in the mat. He will not eat, he will not drink until the game is over. And he fasts to obtain spiritual power. Brethren, if you must accelerate and move on to the other realm, you must be a man and a woman of fast. To take the kingdom, to take the territory, you must fast to get it. Life is not just a battlefield, but it's a competition field. The school your child attends, cult's children are in the same school. The school your children attend, native doctors' children are in the same school. Alpha children are in the same school. In our institutions today are place of spiritual battles and powers. That's why some children, when they go to school, before you know it, their lives begin to change. Because The other kingdom are suppressing them. You need fast to build your spiritual muscle and secure divine supply. I am believing God that before this program will end, someone that used to cry for pity will cry for joy. Oh Lord. Come on, if I'm talking to you, your energy should be better than what you should. You need fast to secure divine attention. Let me tell you, there is a level of fast you will reach in the realm of the spirit. Satan will be interested in you. God will be telling you, ride on. You will become a center of attraction for heaven and a center of attraction for hell. Because it is the fast that kills the flesh and moves you in the realm of the spirit. Moses, a case example number 1, fasted for how many days before he secured the 10 commandments? 40 days and 49. Now for you to secure the testimony, to secure that covenant, to secure that commandment, he didn't get it on the platform of eating and drinking. He went to be alone with God, and the commandments were delivered. But brothers and sisters, do you know why God was speaking? He was seeing the finger of God writing the covenant. It was not Moses who wrote it. It was God who was writing the 10 commandments. Moses saw God. If you want to see God, if you want to see God, launch into the level of that fast. And after the 40 days, he got the result. I am believing God that somebody here will be waiting for an answer. Now before these 32 days are over, that question you have been asking, you will see the answer. Oh no! The first person that said that, amen. Oh yeah, take it now. Before Jesus began his early ministry, I see. How many days fast? Now let me show you something. He came to restore man to his original destiny for the salvation of man. He fasted. Did Adam and Eve fast in the garden? Adam did not fast, and he sold the birthright of man. Man was sold into bondage. Adam didn't fast. And you know what? The devil came and turned it and said to them, if you eat this, you will be like God. It was food that was used. When Jesus finished the fast to redeem man, he came with the same thing and said, turn this stone to become food. Jesus now said to him, man does not live by bread alone. The moment you fast, you tell the devil, I don't belong to the fallen party. I don't belong to that age. I belong to the new age. And as I'm standing here, I am declaring to someone here, whatever you have lost in the past, it could be 2 years ago, it could be 3 years ago, it could be 5 years ago, on these days of these 32 days, I see you recovering them all. So before he started his ministry, he fasted. Show me any man or woman that was called into the ministry that was not a man or a woman of fast. The man they call Ayo Babalula, how He fasted. He told a story of how he fasted. And in the days of his fasting, a python came in the bush. Today you see people going to Ekiti to climb the mountain where the man used to pray. And then they say the python came, landed on him, and the python rolled him. You know what happens? And after the python rolls, it will stretch you before start to swallow you. The python landed on him and now begin to coil on him. After coiling him, the python was waiting to stretch him and kill. They said the heat coming out from this man of God body killed the python. Kill the python. I stand here to declare, I refuse. Any demon on assignment against your destiny will die. In this 32 days. Any devil that say you will not marry will die. In this 32 days. Any demon that say you will not carry your babies will die. Within this 32 days. Any demonic agent that say you will not succeed in your business will die. Within this 32 days. Any embassy that refuses you visa, the demon behind that assignment, I see that demon die. Any demon that is resisting your breakthrough, resisting your success, resisting your breakthrough, resisting your breakthrough, resisting your joy, resisting your prosperity, resisting your wealth, I see them die. If you agree with me, shout out in a 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Bible said when they finished it for 40 days, in Luke chapter 4, the Bible said, and Jesus returned in the power of the Spirit. That verse 14. And the fame of him went wild. After the fast, they returned. Razakatu shakata lekupale marambusa ikale duruku shikata. After these 32 days, yes, sir, I see unusual manifestation of God's power in your life. Oh, you generate power at the altar of fast. Yes, sir. A man of God shared the story and the testimony of his life. That's why I always tell you, you gain entrance in the realm of the Spirit in the place of prayer. After he was ordained as a pastor in the city of Jos, he returned to the village and told his father in Borno State, and told the family members that, now I'm a pastor, and God has blessed and is blessing my church. One of the wives of the father said, "Hey, Baziliba, it will not work." He came from a background that belongs to other religion, but he chose to serve God. The moment that woman uttered that word, Baziliba, that it will not work, he returned back to the city. Few weeks later, they said a lady came to give a testimony in the church. Among the testimonies, she was on the line. Say, praise the Lord. They said, hallelujah. They gave her a microphone. He said, I want to testify, 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 testify. You know, said, Kai, make una follow me, thank God. I come to this church. Now I want to meet the pastor for counseling. Now pastor come with me. The pastor come, they fight me, fight. Thank God I fight, push pastor. Now I call run away. Praise the Lord. ushers rush the woman. Pastor said, we're going to leave her. He said, if I had even seen this woman in my life, may I die on this altar. Some people now begin to say, maybe not true. A terrible seed had been sowed. And before you know it, confusion came in. Week after that confusion of that lady's story, government of Plateau State show that the place where the church is at the wrong place. Demolition. When the battle of life starts, it moves from one stage to another. While they were trying to see, to make the case that is a lie, they demolished the church. In the process that they demolished the church, they looked for a primary school and start using a primary school for the church. 2 weeks later, they brought letter. Government say education and religion will be the same. You don't do church in the school. He now moves from the school, primary school, and they look for a canopy and set 2 canopy. A church congregation of over 2,000 reduced to 2 canopy. Because a woman opened her mouth and said, "Kai Baziba." Any voice speaking against your career, any voice speaking against your profession, speaking against your vision, by the reason of God's soil upon my head, I command that voice to die. Somebody shout. How many people have started building houses and somebody passed and say Baziba? Somebody opened a shop, you weren't there, somebody passed that shop and say it will not work. Somebody married and after your marriage somebody say it will not work. And if you are looking at what is happening in your life as if what they say is what is happening, get ready. If you don't kill them in this fasting, you then decide what you will be. Within these 32 days, with the mandate of God upon you on this altar, they will not see the end of 2020. Oh no! The first people that shout this amen shall receive the testimony. The next thing the pastor has to do was to turn to fasting. He now said, since it has been like this, let me climb the mountain to fast. I will not eat until God speak to me. Rather, if we want to kill, let me die there fasting. God, you must say something. First day no food, second day no food, third day no food. On the 4th day, the Lord came and said to him, get up. Your case is settled. So when he got up, suddenly the phone he switched off. He saw the blink of message inside. He opened it. The woman that said Baziba, they sent a message. One of your father's wife is dead. And who died? The one that said Baziba. Then the pastor started coming down from the mountain. While he came down from the mountain, he saw young men running on the road. And he looked. It was a madman chasing people. And while the madman was chasing people, he was with his Bible. A man that had not eaten, he has not eaten for 4 days. How will he run? And the madman was coming close. Hi. You never eat for 3 days. Oh. I see a madman with stone coming to your face. If not run, you don't go fit run. If not fight, you don't go fit fight. He said he became confused with his Bible. And then people that were standing by said, okay, see pastor, let us see how him and pastor will do. He said from distance he pointed to the man. The man now shouted, let me see this madman. He dey point at me. Mad person dey ask a man, correct man. Madman dey point at me. He said from that distance, he said, you foul spirit, get out. He said the man staggered and went on the ground. He went and placed his hand on the forehead of the man, rebuked the demon, commanded the spirit that was in him, and kicked out. People now came. And then they gathered around. He washed the man, clipped his hair, and got a cloth and gave him. It was a cousin to the former governor of the state. When the information went to the governor was still a sitting governor. He said it's a lie. I have carried this man to Senegal, no cure. And there is a man of God in this city of Jos that killed this man. Go and look for this man for me. The same governors entourage with Sarin. And they came and met him where he was squatting. They said, this is where man of God is staying. They put him in a car straight to the government house. When he got to the government house, they said, you are a pastor here? He said, yes. He said, where is your church? He said, we have done demolition. He said, me demolish? Where? He mentioned the place. He said, it's a lie. He said, by the grace of God, quite alright. I heard you pray for, yeah, he said, pray for my entire family. He now opened up to the pastor. And then the pastor prayed for him and prayed for every member of the family. He said, where do you want your church to be? He mentioned the place in Ganikoa. And then in Ganikoa, the governor single-handedly built a church. Equipped it with musical equipment. Everything needed in the ministry. Supply, and they built a house for the pastor. Within the period of the 6 months, there was a sweep or tsunami turnaround. And today he's no longer a talk pastor. He has his own private television station. Today he flies all over the world. But a voice spoke and said, Baziba. And he closed the mouth and killed that voice at the altar of fasting. I stand here and I say, the pastor fasted for 4 days. Your own is 32 days. But before this fast we reach 9 days. Some of their voices are dead already. Everybody shout, die! Everybody say, die! Check your seats. Only 4 days. Now, what are the benefits of fast? Number one. The benefit of fast, number one, it helps you to depend and rely on God. According to Psalm 63 verse 1. Psalm 63 verse 1. Can we take it? It makes one absolutely rely on him. You look at him and say, without you I am nothing. You will not be like the man who built Titanic that said, even God cannot sink this ship. You will not be like that man. You will not be like those children that came out, the people that mocked God. One of them that were the guys that came with the car and then they loaded themselves and they came in and took the child of one of the women, and then the woman now came close and said, and they saw how the red of these children were, about 5 of them, and they were trying to drive out, and then the mother saw them and came close and said, please drive safe. They said, no problem, we're already safe. He said, before you leave, let me pray for you in this car. They said, Mom, for what? He said that God will go with you. He said, you could see it, we are 5 in this car, there is no space for God. He said, or else if God can go and stay in the booth. And while the mom was still talking and praying, they zoomed with the car. In a few moments, they crashed with the car. Everyone in the car perished. The only place that didn't touch was the boot, where they said, God can go and occupy the boat. If you don't depend on God, I wonder what you will depend on. People that said, God, what for? I remember one atheist while we were in Maduguri didn't believe in God, and suddenly one day, the day he died, he came under attack of asthma. And then under that attack of asthma, he was struggling to save himself, to get breath, and they were looking for a inhaler for him. No way. All of a sudden he cried out, my God! It's already late. The last scream he screamed was God. But atheists don't believe there is God. Relying and depending on God and God alone. Others will tell you there is alternative. As for me, God and God alone. You may not see it now, but God and God alone. You know, there are people that there are different kinds of conscience. We have good conscience, we have pure conscience, we have people that have weak conscience, and we have people that have dead conscience. When somebody feels he don't have God, he don't need for God, that person's conscience is already as dead. You remember Fela Kuti now? Trained and brought up in the church, he was playing guitar in the church. And suddenly, when he discovered he's making progress in music, he decided to pull and leave the church and set up his own village. We know it in Lagos. And then before you know it, he started dancing with ladies that are naked, begin to do all this and call it place a village, and then begin to do all sorts of things. The last question they asked him was, have you forgotten where you came from? He said, I know if I die, I will go to hell. Go and Google it and see. That was to tell you that his conscience at that point was already dead. But that was not how he started. Any time in your life that doing the things of God is like, let me just do it, you are in trouble. Fasting helps you to rely and depend on Him. Can you just read it? I don't want to take us time because you know we are fast. So
oh God, thou art my God.
Oh Lord, you are my God.
Early will I seek thee.
Early will I seek you.
My soul thirsteth for thee.
Oh, my soul longeth for thee.
My flesh looketh for thee.
My flesh looks for you. My flesh, I mean, when you subdue it on fast, your flesh is looking for Him.
In a dry and thirsty land.
In a dry and in a parched land.
Where no water is.
Where there is no water. At the place of fast, you tell God, I am nothing without you. It helps you closer. It helps you build your spiritual relationship with God. Do you know that these people they call the Rastas? What do they call them? Yeah, the Rastas. Are you following me? If you check them well, they smoke Igbo. And not only do they smoke Igbo, they fast. Some of us don't fast like them. They go to extra mile in fasting for the inspirations of their soul. And when it comes out the smoking, it hides them. They communicate with the spirits. When you rely on God, absolutely you depend on Him. Let me remind you something before you forget. How many of you still remember this guy that sing one of these popular gospel singers? Frank Edward. How many of you remember? Now, how many of you remember the story of his first fruits offering? Now, you remember that the first album he released. Now, releasing that first album, Christ Embassy sold it and gave him 1 million. And then, according to him, he said, when they brought that 1 million, while they were selling banana in the street of Enugu, they gave him that money. He was shocked. And he ran to the mother and said, Mommy, we don't hammer. Mommy, oh, our suffering don't end. 1 million. The mama collected the money. When you have a good mother, the mother got the money and joined hands with him and prayed. And after praying, the mother said to him, this money is not yours. Go and give it back to the church. It's your first fruit. He said, which one is first fruit? Mama, I don't have. I say, it's your first fruit. Google it on the net. After a long quarrel, he now obeyed the mother. Took the money back to the church and said, I am bringing this money as my first fruit. They said, wow. Really? And I said, okay, bring the money. They collected the money, prayed for him. And then 2 weeks later, they said to him, come over, we are going to shoot your video. We are going to shoot the album for you in South Africa. Now, they now took him to South Africa. Remember this thing. I told you before, a man will come up to the limelight in progress. You will jam that demon called Mammon. Mammon, that demon is a master. He will tell you before you become rich, bow to me. Jesus, before he came out into the ministry, he came to him and said to him, all these things I will give to you if you will bow down and worship me. The reason why people join cults, people join Yahoo, people dabble into so many terrible things to make it is because Mammon have told them, give me this and I will do this for you. And that's why before you break forth, you must conquer Mammon. I know several times I confronted that Mammon. If you don't deal with that Mammon, you will not conquer and have success in the ministry. I remember Shepherd Bishop said, I saw Mammon walk into my church and sat in the congregation. I was looking at me. Came as a human being, but it's not a human being. Demanding to be worshipped, demanding to be honored. He said it was there in South Africa. They now called the manager and said, look at what we are going to do. When they went after shooting it, they said, come on, there is a deal. That was when Mammon came. And what was the deal? They said, in this your song, remove Jesus out of it and put God, so that people in the secular world can also be part of the music. And then we are to offer you to something $1 million. And we will sell this album wide. Wow! Very nice idea. Very nice deal. He said in the night, in the hotel room, the Lord appeared to him and said to him, if you try this, this is the only level you can reach in your call. Remember, I keep on telling you, this song you normally say, they normally sing for us and say, I don't get a lot. God, that may not be the original voice of that music. God will may not be the original lyrics of that song. Something went out of it. But since that God will finish, have we had any other song from that same guy? Something must have transpired. Now in that tree, the Lord appeared to him and said, Frank, if you dare it, you'll be on your own. That was when he got up and told them, look, I bow out of this agreement. They said, no, this morning the manager came and he said, well, you can do anything but leave the song the way it is. That was when he came back to Nigeria. The first thing that happened was a woman, immediately he refused that money, came down to Nigeria. Before you know it, a woman sent all the workers in the place to look for Frank. You see, this God where we serve is a big. You cannot do something for God and God turns back on you at all. He cannot. As soon as they land in Nigeria, the woman sent all her staff to look for Frank. Eventually when they got in, he said, The woman has said, how do you cope? I'm interested in your music. Your music has been a blessing. Before you know it, I think $100,000. Say, take. Anytime you want to release your album, I will be the person to sponsor it. He says, see God do. Just like Job, another person showed. Frank, where you there for Ikeja? How do you cope with the noise in Ikeja? You need a place with your studio where you can think, as somebody coming up, where you will plan well. He said, he said, but he never knew what the woman was planning. This woman bought a land in Victoria Garden City, VGC, finished the house, and told him the only thing you need to bring out from that place is your document. But you are moving to a new place. He said, this is how I entered into a house. To get a plot of land in VGC. 100 million will he give you? And he said, that was how he moved into that apartment, and then they gave it for him free of charge. He said, Don Mon came to their church, and after singing and was leaving, he said, I just only wanted to snap picture with him with phone. I said, just like as a singer, I want to snap with him too. He said, immediately Don Mon saw, he said, oh Frank. He said, Imapa himself, you know my name too. He said, I have your songs on my phone. Don Mon? He said, okay, I want to snap with you. He said, that is not the issue. I want to register a music industry for Africa. I want to be the president. You become my vice president. Because he refused the man. I pray for every member of my people. Your God will announce you. Come on, if you are the one I am talking to, let me hear you even loud and clear. When they secured the private jet for their guard, their pastor, others were contributed 1 billion. He brought 500 million. But the enemy wanted to sell his future with few million, to something million. Now he's giving out 500 million, supporting 500 million. Everybody here that is committed to this commission, my prayer for you, you will break a record nobody has ever achieved. It will be a good record. And if you believe I am talking to you, your amen should be louder than your neighbor. Absolutely dependent on God. I depend on Him. The blood of sacrifice that was used for ransom. When you depend on Him alone, He takes care of everything about you. Some people look at you and call you a fool. You are not a fool. For them, you are a fool. For them, you are nobody. I told you one guy slapped me at that time when we were serving and slapped me. Me and him came to do boy at the same time. He gave me a slap because he was on guard, there was one watch they called Wester watch then. Upon Mr. called Wester watch. Oh, Wester. Upon Wester. Oh, Mr. I forgot the name they called. Wester. He slapped me. I said, if I sell this watch, I'll jail you. He said, ask Lapukwana and please don't jail me. But today, every month, he will send me a message for yam and children's school fees. Absolutely dependent on Him. You may not see it at the beginning. Wait for it. You are not fool. You are not foolish. God is preparing you. Number 2, benefit. He fills you with the fruits. Fills your life with the fruits of the Holy Spirit. No, we have so many fruits of the Holy Spirit. Can you just read it in Galatians chapter 5 verse 22? He fills you with the fruits of Holy Spirit. Galatians 5:22. Can you just run it straight?
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace.
Can you see it? People that don't have love don't have the Holy Spirit. We are not talking about erotic love. We are talking about agape love. Christ kind of love. Because there are people that have wicked love. They call it love, but it's not love. He said, but these are the fruits. Love. Anytime there is no love in your life, it means you lack the fruit of the Holy Spirit. Anytime there is no joy in you, it means the fruit of the Holy Spirit is not there. And what again? Peace. Peace. Anytime you don't have peace within you, it means the Holy Spirit is outside. The fruit is not there. What happened again?
Long suffering.
Long suffering, that is endurance. Go ahead, fast.
Gentleness.
Gentleness. Anytime you see somebody rascala, that person don't have the fruit of the Spirit. Because gentleness has to be there. Do you know why sometimes if some people drive rough on my side, I will say to them, shiggy. Because I feel say shiggy. And Vivian, you are there. You say, hey brother. I learned this thing when I was serving. After they settled me, I was serving by Oga. I was going to mechanic. One mechanic owned me for over 3 weeks. If I go, mechanic will tell me, Kaje Kadao. I will go. Nadao. Inapurina Babu. Inapurina Babu. I keep going. One day, I supposed to get money to send people that will go to know for me. And there was no money. I found myself that if I get there, and this man tell me, go Kaje Kadao, I will carry his shoes. I prepared. Land and the mechanic workshop. Also, IG Kazo, Nazo, Melinazwa. As I was getting ready, one boy come to me and say, brother, Toto DJ, so. Immediately the boy said, glory to Jesus. Hi. I didn't know anybody go know me there. And I fight, I won't fight, Immediately the boy that church saying, glory to Jesus. I shock. I know if he talk again. And the man came back and tell me, Kaje Kadao. Go and come back. There is nothing I can do. What I prepared to do. From then I now learned. There is a level you get to. You swallow so many things for the sake of the kingdom. You know anything small thing you go to somebody will grab wow. He said, look at you. Shake it. Banza. Oh, that is not the fruit of the Spirit. Gentility. Be gentle even when they act like that. Be the one that have the sense. Though sometimes it is so provoking, but that is where the Lord will test your ability. Sometimes if you reach like that, I'll just before you finish it, your mind don't come down small. You will keep quiet. The fruits of the Spirit. When you are fasting, you can't fight. When you are fighting, you can't even shout. That is when the strength, that nature in you that want to react is dead. And that's why the fruit of the Spirit is manifested the moment you are on the altar, on the plane of fasting. Not allow you to react, not allow you to shout, not allow you to behave anyhow, because you are under the control of fast. Not like the other people in other religion. If you carry food past when they are fasting and say, yeah, what are you eating here? You don't know, say I'm fasting. And then, did I force you to go and fast? That is not fast. That is suffering the body. So, what again? Quickly.
Goodness.
Faith. Meekness.
Temperance.
Oh my God. Go ahead fast.
Against such there is no law.
So you discover that the moment the fruit is there, when you see yourself at the altar of fast, You may be finished now as you are going, and as you reach your house, either your husband or your wife or your children will do something that will make you shout. Blood of Jesus. You want to release something, but you remember. How many of you here you don't do you before because you don't do me? You want to shout all the time. So fasting helps you to come down to that level where you are able to take decision and control your emotion. Number 3, it opens our hearts. Our hearts to be hungry for God. Can you read that verse 16 of it? Verse 16 of that Galatians.
This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
When you walk in the Spirit, the hunger for God, you will not fulfill the desire of your flesh. The reason why some people are still battling with sexual sins, battling with some addiction. It could be addicted. Some people, there are people who are addicted to cocoa, drinking coke. In a day, they drink 10 bottles, 15 bottles of coke. There are people who are addicted to their own cocoa. Any form of addiction is bad. It's not only when people are addicted in bad habits, other habits like sexual sin, masturbation, lesbian, homosexual. When you go to the altar of fast, you kill the flesh. The flesh dies and the spirit jumps up. And I want to warn you now. This one you are fasting. Open your eyes well. There are some of them, the devil will position them now that you are fasting. You want to use one way or the other to rob you of the blessing in this fast. Be conscious, be sensitive. Don't let anybody use anger, use sex, use fornication, use adultery to rob you of the benefits of this fast. When they see there are people, they will not call you, but the moment they see you are building up your spiritual strength, nowhere your old cargo friend will just call you. I'm in Abuja. Can we see? It's just that I'm thinking of us getting settled together in marriage. You don't call you, Tete. Now you are building on your fast. You want to reposition yourself for God. You want to come and scatter it. Shine your eyes. Number 4, it helps us turning to God. Joel chapter 2 verse 12. Number 5, fasting helps you in the place of prayer. It generates the power of prayer. Mark chapter 9, 28 to 29. Jesus said, this kind of spirit goeth not else by fasting and prayer. Brothers and sisters, there are demons that will not just go away in your prayer. You need to build spiritual strength, and it's in the place of fasting you can drain them off. I remember one lady then, when we went for her deliverance, in the course of doing all sorts of deliverance, doing all sorts, and I told everybody to leave. We prayed one prayer, saying, Lord, cover this girl, let no demon see her until we return back. And that's why if you are going for deliverance, don't fast when you are going for deliverance. Fast finish before you go. Because if you are on fast, the girl push you. When you fall back, you go somersault. The demon in the girl will even laugh at you and say, see, you come to cast me out. Eat peradventure, the one that will hold you with strength and stamina. It's in the place of fasting. The moment we dealt with that fast, the next day we land. Only for us to begin the praises, the demon checked out. There are tough demons. You see demon like spirit husband. Many of them are stubborn. You know, I told you there is difference between spirit husband and spiritual husband. They are not the same. Spiritual husband is that you're already married to that one. And that one comes with a particular person. It comes sometimes with a particular person. He's already married to you. But the spirit husband is man's spirit wandering in the realm of the spirit. It can come with another person face today, come another person face tomorrow. It means there is a spirit husband seeing holes. But when you are married already, like people that came from family where their mother or their father worship marine spirit, when their daughters are born, their children are dedicated to that marine force. And when they are dedicated to that marine spirit, if you are a woman, there is a man already in the spirit marrying you. Are you following me? Now, but the spirit husband is a wandering man's male spirit. And you know, in the realm of the spirit, that's how they operate. And you know, when a man's spirit lands on you, that's the one they call the spirit of succubus and the incubus. The male one and the female one. And you know, that spirit and the spirit they generate with the spirit of lust is the one they call Asmodeus spirit. And if that spirit, for it to go, it can't just walk away like that. It has to be dealt with. A man met me and said to me, "This my wife is my problem." What was the problem? He said, "How many children are she?" He has 15 children. He said, he's a pharmacist. He said, "My wife always look for sex anyhow." I said, "All this while you marry your wife is like that and you keep quiet?" He said, "That's how I born all these 15 children." No, it's not normal. The day I summoned them to come for prayers for deliverance, the woman told the husband, "Enter motor, let us go." IG, he reported me to his place. He entered her. When we started the prayer, it was just the beginning of a journey. What we saw was water. The thing kept flowing. The man was, I said, the husband is a pharmacist. Not just a pharmacist, a wealthy pharmacist. And then he was watching. Suddenly the woman now began to manifest. When it finished, we didn't finish that prayer until after 21 days. Each day on the fast. Each day on the fast until that hunger for sex died. And then that thing have led the woman into so many terrible mess. As soon as any day the husband is not around, the boys that are serving the husband. For you to know how bad that spirit was. But today, when you stand at the altar of fast, and as we are doing the fasting, I declare any force of addiction in you, I command it today to die. Amen. If you say that, amen, well, you receive an answer. Amen. So it generates the power of prayer. That demon cannot go with just only prayer. You fast and pray. You remember they brought the child up with epilepsy to Jesus. And the apostles tried and they couldn't cast. And Jesus said to them, "This kind doesn't go unless by prayers and fasting." And that's why, please, like next week or coming on Saturday, from Friday there will be vigil here. Friday there will be vigil proceeding to Saturday morning next week. And I want you to prepare that no matter the demon, it may be a power from your father's house, it may be witchcraft power, it may be satanic, it could be a strong man, it could be a strong woman, it could be a witch, it could be a wizard. But no matter the force controlling or fighting you, on this ground, they will all expire one after the other. But in these 32 days, none of them will escape. I say none of them will escape. Now, number 6, fasting creates an environment for miracle. The moment, if the day we will end this program, everybody definitely may be on fast. You discover that immediately they start one single worship, your body will feel the anointing. I don't know anybody has think I'm happened before. They may raise just one worship. You feel the impact. But there is a day they will be singing. You are busy looking everywhere. Looking to your left. Looking to your right. There is nothing that attracts the atmosphere for miracle. It is at the altar of fasting that attracts it. And I pray for someone here today, even while we are going to close and praise God now, the atmosphere of miracle will activate in your life. Number 7, helps us to consume God's word. When you fast, it gives you opportunity to hear the word. It gives you opportunity to read the word, digest the word. Matthew chapter 4 verse 4, where it says, man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from. So the word of God brings the food, makes you to eat, makes you to swallow, makes you to digest his word. Number 8, during the course of fasting helps you to break out of troubles. Daniel chapter 6 verse 18. Daniel was in that situation, but he fasted and prayed, and God brought him out. And then 9, Israel fasted for victory in war. In the book of Judges chapter 20 verse 26. When war gathered against them, they fasted and prayed, and something happened. God gave them victory. Hannah fasted for a child, and God gave him children. 1 Samuel chapter 1, 6-7. He cried and cried to the Lord. The Bible said she fasted for Samuel, and God gave him more. Ezra, number 11. Ezra fasted in Ezra chapter 8, verse 21-23. He fasted and demanded and asked for help and protection. If Hannah fasted and answer came, every woman that lands on the mountain top believing God for the fruit of the womb, this year all the women and their husband, they must be pregnant. Oh no! You didn't say amen. Are you not believing? If that triplet or twins, so anyhow you want it. Oh, let me hear somebody can say amen. Oh no! Ezra fasted for help. If there is anything every man here needs, you need help. And I pray in this month as we are fasting, you will see help come from every side for you. Protection on every side for you. If you are watching on your phone, can you shout that amen again? Nehemiah fasted to rebuild the broken walls in Nehemiah chapter 1 verse 4. Brothers and sisters, if there are things the enemy has destroyed, you can only rebuild it. A woman, they removed the womb. Some of you may have watched the woman testimony online. They removed her womb completely. When she had issues, they called a doctor, and the doctor has to call the man and said, to save your wife's life. And then they removed the womb of this woman without her knowledge. It was after years. He's a pastor. He now called the wife and said, honey, I didn't want to tell you this all this while, but while you were on the theater for that operation, and that was at least her 4th or 5th operation, he now said, the doctor told me that your life is in danger, and I have to sign that they remove your womb. She held the husband and said, you mean my womb was removed? No child? He said, I didn't marry you for child. I married you for us to be met. Children are blessings that comes as a result of marriage. But children is not the reason for marriage. Did you get me right? Children is not the reason for marriage. The reason for both of you is that you both of you becomes meth. They cried. And then they made their senior pastor, the pastor prayed for them and emptied the bottle of oil on their head and released them to go. Let God do his work and do his wonders. The day the woman became pregnant, nobody was expecting anything. And then she became pregnant. When they rushed her to hospital, the doctor said there is going to open her again, that there is something they are seeing. Is like, they say it's like a sack. The pastor has to call the family members of this girl and ask them to come over, that there is problem again. When they came, we prayed. They went for the doctors to open the two. They stand. They said no, nobody should open her up. That they sense that what is growing there is pregnancy. It was the same hospital, but with our reports, there is nothing like pregnancy that should be here. But let's monitor her. On the 7th month, they look for the best surgeon in this country. Land in the hospital. Gather teams of 7 other doctors. They operated this woman. Brought out a baby. And the doctor says, you know, these doctors, they said, it was not a womb that housed this child. They said it was like a mask, a bag that housed the baby. No womb. No womb. The same people that remove the womb. There is nothing impossible with God. He would have delivered the baby normally. But for them to know that this can only be God, let them open up and let them see. Hausa Sukechewa Gemiya Fiji, let them see. I pray for every one of you here in this fasting and prayer. My God will surprise you. Esther fasted. And the fasting changed the decree of the king and Haman. I don't know what decree anybody have decreed on you. Maybe that you will not marry, maybe you will not have a child, maybe you will not do this. And they made that devilish decree against you. Why I'm telling you this thing is for you to prepare. In this fasting, if there is any decree made anywhere, Esther on the fasted 3 days, and the thing was reversed. And these are only 32 days. Any decree they made against you, against your life, against your family, against your business, against your future, on this altar, I reverse it in the name of Jesus. I reverse it in the name of Jesus. Lift your hand and shout fire. When do we fast? I want to end here now. When do we fast? You fast when you are seeking for the direction of God. Anytime you come to a time in your life, things are not working and you can't just understand what is going on, you embark on fast to seek for His direction. Number 2, when do you fast? You fast when you have not received answer to your prayers. It's not that you have not seen answer, you give up. No. You fast when you have not received answer to the prayers you are praying for. Number 3, when do you fast? You fast for the deliverance or the breaking of the yoke of bondage. If you discover there is any bondage on your life, maybe delay, disappointment or anything, you fast to end it. Number 4, when do you fast? You fast when you are making progress. Anytime you are prospering, things are working well, begin to fast. Because enemies will attack your progress. You fast, you fast, you fast. Again, when do you fast? You fast when you are surrendered by enemies and troubles. When do you fast? You fast even on behalf of your friends, your father, your mother, your sister, or your family members. And when a woman is pregnant, she needs also to be prayed for. You can fast and pray for her. Number 7, when do you fast? You fast when you need spiritual revival. When you discover that your prayer life is down, you cannot fast, you cannot read the Bible, your zeal for God is dying. You are no longer serious with God. You always like to wake up early and rush for program. But this time around you discover that people will even wake you up, you give them excuses. that is when you need to fast. I know a man of God, he called John Wesley. He said he doesn't lay hand on any man that he wants to ordain until the person goes on a 3 or 2 days fast. Somebody like Jonathan Edward, these are people that fasted before he releases a message on the sinner. There was a book he wrote, a message he preached, and they called it Sinner in the Hand of an Angry God. It was after fasting he released that message, and that message is a fire reviving message. He said, sinner in the hand of angry God. And they were the ones behind the spark of revival in America in 1857. They gave themselves to fasting, and kept on fasting and prayer until they saw revival. But last but not the least, when do you fast? You fast when it appears your heaven is closed. Do you know there is a time, even when you are praying, you will say within you, this prayer is not going anywhere. Something will be telling you, this prayer not a cross ceiling. You come down, you want to say, thou art worthy. Something is telling you, this thou art worthy. Okay, thou art worthy. Or thou art worthy. Okay, thou art worthy. You discover you don't have even anything. Why I'm telling you this thing, that it happens to me. It has happened to me. When you discover, even oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, my, okay, oh Lord, my God, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, my. You lost the keys to even the songs you know. You lost even the voice. You lost even the tune. You discover you are struggling. That's when we some of the ministers will call it, that is the dry season of your life. All you need at that time, you may not have the right key, but the only key left is to fast. One day stretch, don't eat, don't drink. Before the next day, you will discover in the realm of the spirit, everything bounces back. This morning, as we leave, I want us to prepare. This year is loaded. I don't care those who have started making it before you. I don't care those who have even built more than you. I don't care those who have married before you. I don't care those who have children before you. But this year, you will overtake them and arrive. Before I pray for you and you leave, I told you the story of a young lady from Owerri then. Got married after 6 years, no issue. And the husband was in US. Chinyere. And then after so much pressure on her, the husband decided to struggle to come down to Nigeria and took her and pick her to the States. Like play like Juke. Some of those people, they married and wedded together with some, have 3 kids. And each time they pass, they laugh at her. They kept on laughing at her. Women sabi do that thing, eh? But let me tell you something. Any day you laugh on somebody you feel you are better, you kill yourself. You see somebody, she don't have a child, and you are laughing at her. I tell you, if it's not God that sent me, 5 years or 10 years from that day, you will see yourself somewhere. You don't know the covenant I have with God. Don't laugh at me. You don't know the covenant that woman or that lady has with God. You don't know the assignment of God upon that man, upon that woman. And you are laughing at him, laughing at her, that he don't have a car, he don't have a house, he don't have a job. That's why anytime any country fight Israel, God will deal with. If Israel sin against God, God will bring another nation to come and deal with Israel. But when Israel repents, God will face those enemies that came to deal with Israel. You get me right? Don't ever laugh at anybody because you feel you are better than the person. A lot of people make that as a mistake, even if it is a purpose something. Never you try it. Don't. Praise God. Pray for somebody that the person has no car. You are now better than the person. You feel each time she pass. I didn't tell anybody make you no marry. You better go and marry your own husband. And then you are laughing somebody because you married. Is it not December that a man lost his life, the wife and the children in Kubwa here? Is it not this? If you are the type, if she's the type that was laughing and married and you are not married, did you marry the last man on earth? Why will you use because you're married to laugh at someone? If you are laughing at someone, do you know the covenant that person has with God? Don't laugh at anybody. Don't mock anybody. If you don't know what to say, pray for that person. Let God help him or her. I don't know the covenant you have with God. God may deal with me, finish. The next thing he will face you. That's why anybody that have laughed at anybody, if you are here, you have tried it. Call that person with your knees on the ground and beg him. Something is waiting for you ahead. Bet me, you will see it. Bet me, never. You are married, the person is not married, and then you have children, the person is not have children. Like when they come for a village meeting, it happened in the meeting where I attended one day. The child was making noise, distracting, and the woman said, please help hold this child. You must shout, Did I tell you not to burn your home? And then what happened? That one that made that statement today ended up having only that one. And that woman she laughed at is having 5. You don't know the covenant that person has with God. Don't brag with what you have. In this time of this fast, go down. Submit to God. You have money that person don't have. I told you here, somebody, I entered his car, and saw me in the mirror and come down from the car and asked me to come down. I will dirty his car. Because we are rushing for car. Like now, when we finish here now, some people when they are going, nobody should enter my car. They will wind up everywhere. Forget, they will end up in that one. And the day you are coming here, your car will be coming with convoy, with security. I thought your amen should be louder than what you are saying here. Or maybe he came here with a girlfriend and they don't want anybody to join them in the car. If they are mounting top or a girlfriend, they are in. You don't want anybody to be in the car. You wind up, wine everywhere, clothes everywhere. They go and ask questions. If you are not grateful to God with the one he has given to you, he cannot entrust more to you. And when you laugh at people, mock at people because you feel you are better than them, God will tell you that one even you have, may not get them. And that's why at this time of this fast, please use it for God. Finally, as we pray, I want you to know it that this first period of the week, of the month, is the time you prepare your mind for your first fruit. Your first fruit is the first income you make in a year. Your first salary in a year, don't eat it. If you eat it, you have eaten the whole year. That first fruit is a teaching that you need to learn to know that your first gain in a whole month for the year doesn't belong to you. Give it to God. It's a sacrifice. It's something you give out to secure the future. Before the end of the fasting period, we will print out the leaflet for this first fruit and give it out to everybody. And I pray for you at the end of 32 days, on that day of this declaration, you have already arrived here with your testimony. If you believe it, stand on your 2 legs and shout that amen 3 times. Lift your hand. My lifetime I will give all If I keep God, He will. He will take care of you. Do you believe He will take care of you? He will. Lift your hand as a sign of total surrender. Say, Father, I surrender my life totally to you. Give me the grace to end this fasting. Make me available throughout this fasting period. Let nothing make me miss any of the Saturdays. I want to reap the blessings of this fast. This is my year of divine speed. Father, mold me, build me, and use me. Can you open your mouth and ask the Lord to use you to fulfill His plans?
We believe you have been blessed. For additional information, contact us on 0803 447 2328 or 0701 366 2001. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at IG Newman. For days of activities, we meet every first and third Saturdays of the month at 8 a.m. and Thursdays and Fridays before the Saturday. If a man can pray, there is a God to answer.